Alright, we are back once and for all, and we will be bringing you the top card of the Singapore Regional Championships for the Masters Division.
Where Yangtze, also known as Level 51, will be facing off against Ryan Chiam.
We've actually seen both of these players, actually both in the same round previously. I believe it was round 4, where we saw Yangtze win with the Showdown Special, going to town with Kangaskhan, Xerneas, Groudon team, and Ryan Chiam actually falling short. I believe those on the stream would have seen him go down to an Earth Power special defense drop on his Ferroton, costing him the game.
Yeah, nevertheless, he still made it to the top card, and he'll be facing against Yangtze. So we'll see how the matchup turns. Yeah, we'll see how the matchup is like
the rest of the top 8 is really underway, so we will get this matchup as well. This is actually the 3rd seed against the 6th seed. Ryan Chiam, the 3rd seed against Yangtze.
Ryan Chiam's team, the Groudon, Ferroton, Weavile, Cresselia, Kangaskhan, and Rayquaza.
Yangtze will be sporting the Showdown Special. Groudon, Smeargle, Salamence, Kangaskhan, Xerneas, and Talonflame. No, I mean, anyone who spent any amount of time in VGC16 will know just what Yangtze's team has to offer.
Yeah, and not really sure what Ryan Chiam can put up in defense to that. Maybe a Kangaskhan fake out pressure of his own.
I believe the Weavile does put on the amount of pressure since he has the faster fake out. Though again, if Yangtze leads with his own Kangaskhan, Weavile is pressured by the potential inner focus on Kangaskhan.
Well, I guess if he can deny the Xerneas setup, it doesn't matter if his partner is faked out.
There's very little he can do to handle Xerneas.
Weavile, if he does have the knockoff, will be able to deny Geomancy as well, as in delay Xerneas setup. So maybe we'll see that in play.
Well, and we will see what both players come with. Yangtze having a lot of autopilot leads, we'll see whether he goes to any of them. Ryan Chiam also actually having a decent amount of autopilot leads, things like the Weavile Rayquaza. So both players, and we do see Ryan default to the Weavile Rayquaza. Are we going to see the Xerneas on Yangtze's side of the field?
And we do see the Smeargle Xerneas, both players using their, you could say their autopilot modes.
Well, so a lot of options on both sides really. Weavile can go for fake out, or you can predict protect on either side and go for feint plus an attack from Rayquaza.
Yeah, and I do believe Smeargle is not...
Yeah,
it's not Scar, so the Rayquaza does have a speed advantage here.
Not so much the Rayquaza, but actually both mons will have speed advantage if they go for attacks, like for a feint or attack into the Xerneas.
Well, does Yangtze know enough about this lead to be able to see the feint Dragon Ascent?
The thing is, he can always go for somewhat risk-free Follow Me Geomancy if he thinks the fake out isn't incoming.
Oh yeah, and the Follow Me will draw away the feint and Dragon Ascent.
Feint will actually go into the Xerneas, but so what? You'll do a little bit of damage.
We see Rayquaza going Mega here.
So Chiam probably not going for the Kangaskhan, probably not having Kangaskhan at the back, going for the Mega and Rayquaza instead. The auto stream does kick in, though not too much effect right now.
And
Smeargle goes for the fake out, stopping the Rayquaza, and we're going to see Ryan actually going for the feint and Dragon Ascent into the Xerneas, and
Xerneas goes for the Geomancy.
Turn 1 playing exactly as Yangtze could have hoped, and Ryan not in a favorable position right now.
I guess Ryan didn't really see the fake out coming from Smeargle.
Yeah, he's probably used to seeing Smeargles without fake out. Carrying instead, I think, transform in that slot.
Well, it is only the first match, so and it is only the start of the first match, so he does have time to adjust.
Though he would not like to see Smeargle get a +2 speed boost there. Smeargle and Xerneas now outspeeding the whole of Ryan Chiam's leads, able to Dark Void and Dazzling Gleam at will.
Well, at this point,
Rayquaza is going to go for a 3-star extreme speed. I think that much is clear.
But does he want to get the Smeargle or the Xerneas? I would say the Xerneas because it exerts more pressure.
But the thing is, he can actually pick off the Smeargle with feint and extreme speed if he chose to. Whereas he cannot get a KO on Xerneas. But does he want to get damage on Xerneas quickly? Because if he brings down the Smeargle, he does go for the feint. He goes into the Smeargle. I believe he is going for the feint extreme speed to bring down the Smeargle.
Oh, but no!
But Dazzling Gleam goes off, and Rayquaza will go down.
Yeah, there no extreme speed there. And we see the Sash.
So again, I'm not entirely sure what Ryan was going for with that play.
Yeah, extreme speed would have been much better, I feel.
Dark Void goes off, Weavile to sleep, and Weavile, having moved already, is not going to take a turn of sleep.
Yeah, so things not really in favor of Ryan now. And we see another Moody special attack, alright.
Are we going to see a speed drop? He basically fell well. Not having Ryan Chiam very much right now.
Yeah, but Youngster definitely having a, would you say a significant advantage?
I don't think Ryan has really anything to stop the Ferroton. With Smeargle being this fast, stop the Ferroton, the Xerneas. If he brings his Ferroton out now,
it's just going to be put to sleep.
Smeargle can just Moonblast it, Smeargle will put it to sleep. And even the Groudon, well, Ryan really needed both of his Pokemon to pick it out and to bring out both Groudon and the Ferroton probably at the same time. Put some pressure on the Xerneas, but with only one out, he's really banking on a Dark Void Mist right now.
Right, we see the Desolate Land. Pretty hard to recover actually from Ryan Chiam.
Groudon can take a Moonblast, of course, but he cannot take, at this rate, he's going to go down to 2 Moonblasts, and again, he really needs Dark Void to miss.
Yeah. Yep.
He went all in on turn 1 and it really beat him in the behind. Yangtze can pretty much carry the autopilot mode from here. Groudon can protect, of course, expecting the Moonblast,
but
and delaying a turn for Weavile to wake up.
That's not really going to accomplish much, because as you mentioned, Weavile has not yet taken his first turn of sleep. So I feel it's much better that Weavile goes down, and maybe if he protects, then he can bring in Ferroton for free.
He tries to feign with Weavile, I believe. As Moonblast does go into Groudon, and Ryan really needs Dark Void to miss.
And we do see the Dark Void.
And animation goes off, Groudon is put to sleep, and I don't think there's much of a way for Ryan to recover here.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. You could say it was a landslide. I mean, from the first round, from the first turn, a lot of just that one turn where Chiam didn't get an attack off, read the situation wrongly.
Groudon's going to go down to second Moonblast and really not having anything he can do other than waking up and getting a protect off, which really just delays the inevitable. Since, yeah, he still can't go for Dazzling Gleam. So again, Weavile sticks around, but Weavile can't do anything right now. Even the Icicle Crash critical hit won't bring down Xerneas.
Yangtze, quite commanding position, still has 2 Pokemon left at the back to deal with.
Ryan actually forfeits, with the score still at 4-3. Ryan recognizing, not wanting to review any more information about what he has at the back, and just accepting that the situation is pretty much unrecoverable.
That was a pretty fast game, you would say, but now that Ryan Chiam knows that the Smeargle has to fake out, he is able to, I think, adjust well.
But I still think the Weavile Rayquaza lead might not be the best option against the Xerneas.
Well, he can at least trade fake outs. He can fake out the Xerneas, deny the Geomancy, and the next turn, possibly pick up the KO. If barring the Smeargle doesn't get any speed boost. Yeah.
Even, I believe the speed boost didn't matter that much, to be honest. Unless Ryan was running a fast Groudon, we should be able to outspeed the Smeargle.
Yeah, I don't think it mattered much, but in the case where the Smeargle is trying to put a Rayquaza to sleep, I think the speed boost would help immensely.
Still, he had the option there to get rid of the Smeargle with a feint extreme speed.
Surprisingly, he didn't. He went for an attack, he didn't even protect.
Which kind of wonder why he even went for feint on the Smeargle in the first place.
Maybe he predicted a double protect? I don't know. I really have no idea.
If he predicted a double protect, then feint and the attack had to go on the same Pokemon. Whereas feint went on the Smeargle.
Yeah, true. But we didn't see who the Rayquaza targeted. Maybe the Rayquaza targeted the Smeargle.
In which case, why didn't he go for extreme speed?
Yeah.
Again, it really might not have changed much at all because it just allows Yangtze to bring in either his own Mega or his Groudon in for free, next to the Xerneas.
And well, even with the Groudon resist, I think Chiam has to stop the Geomancy from even being set up.
Chiam does not really have that many answers beyond Ferroton, and Ferroton just doesn't handle the rest of Yangtze's team well at all.
Yeah, the Groudon, Talonflame, maybe even the Mance has a fire type.
Yes. So Ryan either has to deny the Geomancy or just KO the Xerneas before he can move, which is what he tried for. He went for the Feint Dragon and Sand,
but the Smeargle fake out caught him off guard. Yeah.
It's hard to see what he was going for that turn, to be honest. Considering Smeargle had 2 options that would have denied his Feint plus Dragon Ascent play. The fake out or even the follow me.
Yeah, I think that's actually an interesting point. The follow me would be able to deny. The Feint would still go into
the Xerneas, yes.
Yeah, but the Dragon Ascent will go into a Sash Smeargle.
And if Smeargle had pressed Dark Void, then both of Ryan Chiam's Pokemon go to sleep.
Well, okay, we do see Ryan mixing it up, brings the Kangaskhan and the Weavile, and we do see a Kangaskhan Xerneas.
Double fake out from Ryan's side of the field, which means that pretty much guarantees a fake out of the Xerneas, though whether or not he wants to fake out Yangtze's Kangaskhan, who is likely carrying Inner Focus.
Yeah, I guess you want to try and get as much damage on the Xerneas as possible. But then the Xerneas could protect.
Yes. Again, is Ryan Chiam really going to risk another Feint? Considering that Youngster is probably going for a fake out of his own, which makes the Feint plus attack play really not ideal.
Yeah. The question is whether what Weavile wants to fake out and what Kangaskhan wants to take out. Well, logically, like you mentioned,
I'm not sure Kangaskhan can take out anything right now, even with fake out support. Xerneas is bulky enough to take the double edge, and unless Youngster is running a jolly Kangaskhan, low-key is not bringing it down either.
Well,
and
Chiam
we see
has the
Chiam's
option.
Kangaskhan Mega in first, though then again, Youngster might not be Mega in his Kangaskhan. Oh, we do see the Mega.
Alright.
So, are we going to see fake outs come out from, well, more than one Pokemon this turn? Are we going to see the Xerneas protect as well?
Alright,
we see fake out come out from the Weavile onto the Kangaskhan. So we're going to see a Moonblast come out from the Xerneas. I believe onto the Kangaskhan. Yep. A significant amount of damage onto the Kangaskhan as Kangaskhan goes for power punch into the opposing Kangaskhan. Did Ryan Chiam predict a protect from the Xerneas again?
Likely, I believe. Likely.
In fact, if Xerneas had gone for Geomancy, this could be terrible.
Yeah, he did.
Ryan really calling these protects on Xerneas, and Youngster is just not giving them to him.
Well, at this point, is Chiam's Kangaskhan faster than the Xerneas? Will he be able to take out with a double edge?
I believe so.
Feint double edge.
This appears to be a jolly max speed Kangaskhan.
Well,
but then again, Youngster has Sucker Punch life as well.
So it could potentially take out the Kangaskhan before he can even attack. Well, also interestingly, Chiam has the Weavile knockoff to possibly deny the Geomancy, as in delay the Geomancy for one turn. So that's an option he can consider.
Chiam goes for the Sucker Punch and will get the KO on Youngster's Kangaskhan with a single hit. But is he going for the knockoff to deny the Geomancy?
And he is.
He does go for the knockoff. To knock off the power up, the Youngster go for the Geomancy. Or the Youngster go to finish. Yeah, Youngster
goes for the Geomancy.
So Youngster will be locked into Geomancy for one more turn and will not get his boost until next turn, though that doesn't matter with both of Ryan Chiam's Pokemon being physical attackers.
But we do see a Talonflame coming out. That's quite bad for...
Bravebird will take out Kangaskhan at this health, and Weavile cannot KO Xerneas.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess the Kangaskhan can't really Sucker Punch the Xerneas either, since it's locked into a non-attacking move.
And even if he could Sucker Punch, then Flame's Bravebird would be faster than Kangaskhan.
Alright, well, that was a very good play on Chiam's part, delaying the Geomancy, but now
he can't really take advantage of this delayed Geomancy right now.
Yeah.
He'll likely go for the Icicle Crash onto the Xerneas with his Weavile to get some damage off at least.
I guess...
Or he could go for the Talonflame, hoping to finish the game with Ferrothorn against the Xerneas.
Yeah, he does have the Rayquaza at the back as well. I mean...
Does he have the Rayquaza at the back?
Yeah, he did Mega his Kangaskhan. But we see
Bravebird will finish off the Kangaskhan as expected. And Weavile likely going for the Icicle Crash onto the Xerneas. Unless he's going for the knockoff on the Talonflame. We do see the knockoff onto the Talonflame. So Ryan Chiam might be aiming for Ferrothorn. Xerneas, but the Talonflame survives. But he will go down to Feint next turn.
Yeah.
In fact, this might be good for Ryan because he now brings in Ferrothorn for free. And the Xerneas is pretty much forced to protect because Ryan can just feint the Talonflame.
Or he could feint the Xerneas.
But leaving Ferrothorn open against the Talonflame?
Yeah, that's not really ideal. Yeah.
But goes for the Groudon instead.
Huh.
It's still a decent pick. Precipice Blades. But the thing is here is that Ryan, after the feint, if Youngster doesn't switch, Ryan will be firing off a single target Precipice Blades on the Xerneas.
That's true.
Which means the Youngster is kind of pressured to switch here.
But what does he switch to?
Likely you expect him to be carrying Groudon at the back.
He does not want to eat the Precipice Blaze.
Precisely. So it's locked in a very uncomfortable position right now.
Yeah, and well, Chiam's Weavile still has the Sash, so it's not going down anytime soon. I believe Feint goes before the Brave Bird.
Yes, it's a +2 priority.
So Talonflame is guaranteed to go down this turn.
So Xerneas, Youngster deciding he doesn't want to eat the Precipice Blaze. He doesn't even protect his Xerneas, in fact. Xerneas is probably going for the Moonblast onto the Groudon to get some damage off.
Yep.
We'll bring it down below half. As Precipice Blades, is it going to connect?
Well, we see special attack. Okay, that's not
Precipice
really
Blades goes off. It does land on the Xerneas. A single target Precipice Blades onto the Xerneas. Takes it. Breaks it, but we didn't raise the feint.
Yeah, I mean, that's just unfortunate. Well, I would say that, you know, Guan's level
Yangtze
51...
really getting the damage rolls in this game.
Yeah, I would
Because
say...
now he forces the Weavile to have to attack the Xerneas. Whereas Weavile would have had a free attack on the Groudon if the Xerneas had gone down.
Well, I guess Chiam could protect his Groudon since nothing is going to get rid of his Weavile in 2 hits distance. Xerneas is going to go down. Yep,
He does go for the protect. And Fane will finish off the Xerneas. As Groudon will go for the attack to likely bring Weavile down to his sash. A critical hit Fane, really not mattering at all. As Groudon goes for the Eruption, information for trying to bring into the rest of the game, if he does not bring it to a game 3.
Yeah, we see the sash.
Fortunately for Ryan, Eruption does not have a chance to burn. Given his luck this game, that might well have happened.
Well, but if Yangtze's only option is to Eruption, then maybe Ryan Chiam's Groudon will be able to make short work of it. And he doesn't need to...
Who has the faster Groudon? I think it is Yangtze.
Oh, we do see a knockoff?
I really wonder about that play.
Yes, considering that you can't really knock off the Red Orb from Groudon.
Groudon hangs on after the knockoff damage. So I believe Ryan actually decided that, like a previous match we saw him in, he went for the guaranteed accuracy of knockoff to get the guaranteed damage nerf on Eruption.
And this time, yeah, but his Groudon decides to go for Precipitate Blaze, which does take him the match and brings this to a tie.
A game 3. Ryan really bringing it back after definitely a stronger turn 1 than it was previously, though the power punch not the best.
I would say questionable, since Yangtze was able to answer with the Talonflame. But imagine if Chiam was able to potentially sweep with the Kangaskhan, the match could have been a lot shorter. And I feel that Yangtze was forced into a lot of situations where he just had no outs. The Talonflame being down to...
The Talonflame going down to his health was really unfortunate for Yangtze. Because he was stuck on the field.
Yeah, I mean, he would have loved for it to be KO'd and bring in a fresh threat. Yeah. And ideally, I mean, the single target Precipitate Blaze on Xerneas, I think that would have mattered. Because Xerneas could have survived, maybe, if Talon was still... if there was another mon on the field.
But again, Yangtze couldn't afford to bring his Groudon in to eat the Precipitate Blades for free.
That is true. And, well, we did see Weavile do a lot of work with Feint, and we'll see if it continues to do a lot of work in the 3rd round.
Well, the thing about now is that Ryan has consistently assumed the Xerneas would protect. And Yangtze has not protected his Xerneas on turn 1 in any of the games.
Well, okay, both players choosing to lead the same leads as game 2.
Yangtze perhaps a bit more aware of the threats that Ryan has up his sleeve.
Yep.
Oh, well, and again, the threat of Kangaskhan not Mega Evolving and taking a Fake Out in the focus is alive again.
Yeah, and Yangtze should be a bit wary of the Weavile. Maybe he wants to prioritize taking it out.
I don't think it's worth prioritizing the Weavile.
I mean, the delayed Geomancy did swing the favor in Ryan Chiam's court.
You could say that, and perhaps Yangtze might not even go for Geomancy at all this game.
That's true.
As we've seen, Moonblast is more than enough to 2-hit kill Kangaskhan even without a boost.
Okay, we see Chiam going for the
Ryan Chiam probably does have the faster Kangaskhan, so the Mega Evolution does come out first. So there's no, but again, no guarantee the Yangtze Mega this Kangaskhan. But he does go for the Mega, so again, neither of the players trusting the inner focus.
Yeah, this is a bit similar to the game 2. We'll see if they pick the same moves.
As Weavile goes for the Fake Out onto the Xerneas. Are we going to see a low kick from Ryan's Kangaskhan?
No,
he doesn't. But he has Power Punch.
Oh no, but that was Yangtze's Power Punch.
Yangtze go, and we do see it is a speed tie between the Kangaskhan's, which Ryan was very lucky to win twice in the previous game.
Okay, what does Chiam go for here?
Probably his own Power Punch.
Or maybe he could be prioritizing. Oh, he
goes for the double edge into the Xerneas. Oh, into the Kangaskhan.
That's surprising actually.
Oh, with the critical hit, he will bring it down. So, an interesting trade this turn. Yangtze gets the +2 boost but goes down to the double edge, but at the same time Ryan Chiam takes recoil. Which, does it put him into range of that Moonblast? I believe not.
No, it's not in KO range, barring a crit. But importantly, Xerneas did not manage to
but he brings in a non-Mega Rayquaza.
Okay.
Which will airlock the Groudon, which will be very interesting if he carries the Waterfall.
Oh yeah. That is true. And well, Kangaskhan still packs quite a punch on. Still can inflict a lot of damage on the Xerneas, but
he can't KO with
I don't think he can KO in this range. Although I believe Xerneas should protect because Rayquaza Kangaskhan double into the Xerneas should be able to take it out.
At the same time, a double into the Groudon will take it out as well. Yangtze has to pick his protect very carefully.
I'm not sure that a double is even necessary if the Rayquaza has Waterfall.
That's true. But we don't... Oh, no protects come out. Double edge into the Xerneas, I would think. Into the Xerneas, not going to bring it down.
Close but no cigar.
As Rayquaza will get... Oh, Rayquaza has stolen Xerneas, so are we about to see the Xerneas gets the Dazzling Gleam off? Is it enough to kill the non-Mega Rayquaza?
I actually believe so, since the...
Oh, no, Rayquaza hangs on. Kangaskhan goes down, but Rayquaza will get its attack off. And he goes for the Waterfall! Airlocked Rayquaza, but in his non-Mega form, is the Life Orb boost going to be enough?
And it is.
Groudon goes down to the Life Orb boosted Waterfall, even in a non-Mega Rayquaza. And Xerneas in Life Orb Extreme Speed's KO range.
Ryan really cutting it really close there, I would say. I mean, Life Orb and surviving the Dazzling Gleam.
But Extreme Speed will outpace the Brave Bird.
Indeed.
Oh, but again, Ryan will have nothing to hit the Talonflame with. Barring maybe Dragon Claw? I believe you thought that was Groudon, right?
Well, at the very least, Groudon has the advantage because Talonflame will take recoil from his attack and he is holding the Life Orb. So, there is that. And well, Talonflame is forced to KO.
But again, we're assuming that Ryan carries the Extreme Speed. And in Game 1, there was an obvious Extreme Speed play that he didn't go for. If he doesn't carry the Extreme Speed, this could be very bad.
True, that is quite true.
But Ryan is definitely taking his time to ponder over his moves. So
Yeah, I really hope he has the Extreme Speed here.
for his sake, at least.
Yeah.
We're commentators, we are totally neutral on this point.
At least, I mean, even if he does take out the Xerneas, he will die to the Life Orb recoil, and it'll be a Talonflame versus Groudon.
Wish you would favor Groudon. You would favor anything against Talonflame in a one-on-one. But the fact that he's taking this time kind of indicates that I don't think he has the Extreme Speed.
Protect.
Oh, he just go for the protect. So are we going to see the Extreme Speed onto maybe the Talonflame?
Rayquaza as well goes for the protect.
Are we going to see a Dragon Claw come out from the Groudon?
So I mean, yeah,
Brave Bird into the Groudon. Is it going to do more than half? Is the question that needs to be asked. It does not do more than half. Does it have the Dragon Claw? Or even a Fire Punch in the sun?
Slide, yeah.
It does have Dragon Claw. Onto the Talonflame, not the bulkiest of Pokemon. Oh, hangs on.
Well, I mean,
but Ryan,
Fire Punch is being not really very effective since Rayquaza is airlocking away the Desolate Land.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so Talonflame hangs on. Still, I think in favor of Ryan Chiam. He has to have the Extreme Speed to be able to steal this game. But
Talonflame reveals Quick Guard. As Rayquaza Extreme Speed into the Quick Guard. As Xerneas gets the Dazzling off to finish up the Rayquaza.
Things are not looking good for... Actually...
Oh, but Ryan... So, taking that fairly comfortably. As Fire Punch will finish off the Xerneas.
Yeah, he did, yep. Goes for the Xerneas. And
I think we are going to see Brave Bird damage roll.
Well, considering that the first didn't really do...
It did about 80 something. So, well, it all comes down to this. Well, Talonflame Brave Bird, the bane of all trainers since VGC 2014, goes into the Groudon. As Groudon survives it! Talonflame will go down to his own recoil, and Ryan Chiam moves on to the top 4.
Definitely a very close series of matches there. Really down to the wire. Chiam takes it.
Ryan identifying the threat of the Quick Guard and going for the double target into the Xerneas.
Yeah, and identifying that, possibly if the Talonflame does go for attack, then he will have won the game.
So already a battle of very fast Pokemon there. I believe all of them actually running max speed or close to max speed on all of them.
Yeah, we did see the speed ties from Ryan Chiam and Yangtze's Kangaskhan.
Kangaskhan was fast. Yeah. The Xerneas was fast. Groudon was... I think Ryan Chiam does run a bulkier Groudon. But definitely the Rayquaza was jolly as well. A game that really went back and forth. Usually we see games like this, really hyper-offensive teams decided on turn 1, which was the case in Game 1.
Yeah, exactly.
But in games 2 and 3, we see that momentum just shifting back and forth all the way, throughout. And I think Youngster didn't expect the waterfall to come out from the Rayquaza. It totally caught him off guard.
Or maybe he was expecting a double into his Xerneas.
Well, from a change from the norm, we might actually give an interview to the loser of that game due to popular demand, but we'll see what
Our
Song Ming
organizers
has
decide.
up his sleeve. Right, I believe we will be getting by popular demand. Guan Yangzhe will be on stream. Everyone's beloved, or everyone's favorite rather, level 51. To have an interview, to tell us more about his experience so far. Until then, we will take a very short break. Alright, and we are back. And I am here with our Masters top 8 place, Guan Yangzhe, who narrowly lost a nail-biting set to Ryan Chiam in the series we just saw. So first, well, somewhat condolences on your loss. Well, you insist otherwise, but I believe you played a fairly strong set of games.
No, like I'm really bad, yeah.
Well, to hear it from himself, I believe you did well, but well, maybe not the strongest of turn ones other than the game one, which when you totally outpredicted Ryan.
That was fun, yeah.
So going into game 3, we saw both of you actually bring the same leads out. And what was your game plan, considering you probably called out his turn. In game 2, you pretty much outplayed his I believe the Weavile Kangaskhan lead. And
Yeah.
in game 3, you went for something different, I believe.
Like in game 3, I outplayed his turn 1 because I power up
But double
punched
H
his.
got a critical hit.
Like I power up punched his Weavile,
Weavile.
but then I got outplayed by the roll, so I lost to the critical hit. That was fun.
The double H did get a critical hit on the first hit, which didn't bring your Kangaskhan down, so the crit definitely mattered. It deprived you of, I believe at that point was a +2 Kangaskhan.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed every second of it.
Well, this is the game we play, and well, considering some of the comments we had on Twitch chat earlier, some viewers might not be that sympathetic for you, considering you are piloting the Smurgles and your Grounded Core.
Yeah, well, I mean, I want CP, and if they don't want CP, they can run like something else.
Definitely proving it today. I believe you and Melvin have piloted the Smurgles and his Grounded Core all the way to top cut, and the core definitely works. We've all seen it work. Just that, first in a live event, some people kind of rubbish the odds of Dark Void hitting to a certain extent.
Well, I mean, I might say that I lost to a roll in my top 8 match, but I think I may or may not have top cut by rolling my way through the games.
So that's kind of the game we play. And
Yeah,
well, the team
so
core
Dark
definitely-
Void is very good at like making rolls. Like, I guess that's about it.
Did you really consider the possibility of Ryan bringing both of his Mega Evolutions in the same battle?
Oh, he did? Wow, I didn't even realize. Okay, yeah, so that was why Rayquaza didn't Mega. Okay, yeah, so I guess I didn't really mind. Like, I knew he was probably going to bring his Rayquaza to check my Groudon. So there was that. And if he led with Kangaskhan, I guess it was inevitable that he would bring Rayquaza.
Still, knowing that he was bringing Rayquaza to check Groudon, so you actually knew beforehand that his Rayquaza did carry the Waterfall.
No, I didn't know that I actually carried Waterfall. So that was kind of surprising, I guess.
Well, it definitely come up. Well, your Groudon could have protected that turn definitely. So going down to one hit from the Waterfall did pretty much shift the momentum very much in Ryan Cham's favor. Especially since, well, his Rayquaza actually survived the Dazzling Gleam and then got the Life Orb attack off and still held on, able to put on more pressure against the Xerneas.
Yeah, that was dumb. If I had KO'd it with Dazzling Gleam, I might have been able to actually take that set, but whatever, it's okay.
Yep. Pretty much damage rolls just not going your way in that game 3.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, all the rolls went my way in game 1, so I can't really complain.
Game 1 I thought was a pretty straightforward set though, with Ryan pretty much going straight for the Feint and I think Dragon Ascent into your Xerneas, whereas you just outplayed him with the Fake Out, which I believe he didn't even know you carried Fake Out on Smeargle.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Otherwise, he would have played around that.
So even then, again, when you think about it, the play going for the Feint Dragon Ascent only really benefits from one play on your part, which is a Protect Xerneas.
Yeah.
If you had followed me, you would have denied his play. If you had Dark Voided, you probably put him in the worst position, even if you gotten a Dragon Ascent onto Xerneas.
I think he's played too many Smeargle that aren't run correctly, which is why he didn't really expect the Fake Out.
That's true. You see a lot of these teams on Showdown, but not all of them are played as they should be. Which is why some players tend to think that the team isn't as good as it is. Well, I think you've proven otherwise, carrying it to top 8.
Well, maybe top 8 isn't great, like in Singapore, I guess.
Well, Yangzhe perhaps not as complimentary as of the level of competition here in Singapore as he could be, but well, still a very well played set. Again, damage roll's not going your way, an RNG roll on the critical hit not going your way.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay, yeah.
Alright, all the same, very well played from Yangtze,
Thanks.
and we will be perhaps bringing you either another interview, or I believe we'll be going straight to our top 4. Alright, we will be moving into our top 4 spat, so stay tuned.
Bye.
Wave to the camera, Yangtze.